So as you saw in the last official episode that Zian had returned to the Polling Star Pavilion and he gave the baby soul food to the master, after taking which he becomes very happy and starts telling Zian about the hollow soul. Then Zian asks him about his father, but the master did not know anything about his father. The hollow soul had kept him very secret, but in the meantime, the Quangli becomes unconscious due to the poison. Due to tea, his Zian brings her inside a hall and he starts removing the poison with the help of the Pell Beast, and when it is completely removed, then suddenly the 9-headed serpent comes out of Quangli's body. Seeing this, Zian gets very scared, and then the new episode starts from here where Quangli is unconscious and the 9-headed serpent is looking at Zian with great anger. Zian also gets very scared after seeing him and says, "Ancient servant." Then the 9-head's eyes start shining and he directly attacks Zian. Then Zian uses his light to dodge all their attacks and starts running away. Inside the hall, they too continue attacking Zian, but then Zian comes in front of one of the heads. But Zian punches him, because of which he moves back. But Zian understood that nothing would be achieved by escaping, so Zian brings out his Habiro sword. He takes it out, but in the meantime there is a python, who had come very close to Zian, and was about to eat him, but Zian escapes at the right time, due to which he goes inside a wall and dust spreads all around. But because of all this, the 9-headed python becomes very angry and he attacks Zian with his strong teeth and directly attacks Zian with his poison. So seeing this, Zian starts feeding a lot of water to his heavy in front of him. It seems that due to which the poison attack collides with Zian. Heavy falls back on the snake, but because of this thing he sees a fatal attack on Quangli, because of which he says that for now this place is very small. Due to this I cannot make any fatal attack, or else he can also get harmed. Due to this, Zian starts running away from there, but the python says that I will not leave you, and then its other head starts charging an attack again, but this time the attack is a ball of fire is fired, but Jian escapes with his speed. But then the third head sees Jian and he too attacks Zian, but this time he attacks with an ice ball, but Zian escapes from that as well. But this time Zian uses his 6th gear and immediately starts running away from there. Seeing this, snake attacks Zian with all his heads, where he was attacking differently with different heads. Sometimes an ice ball, sometimes a fireball, sometimes a blast of poison. The full atmosphere was set. While saying this, Zian creates the dragon from his move 3000 burning flame and directly attacks the python. Due to this, Jian's dragon from the move heavenly catches that energy ball around itself and then blasts its mouth into it. Due to which the energy ball blasts, and along with that, Jian's dragon from the move heavenly also blasts. Due to which its energy spreads all around and the energy of the python gets suppressed, due to which Kingly leaves the snake aside and is busy sleeping. His eyes start opening and he sees 900 pythons and Zian who are about to attack each other. Here Jian is about to end his game, then Quangli shouts loudly. Young Master Jian hears this, but Jian stops and Quangli comes in front of Zian and uses her eyes to control those 900 soul pythons. The python screams and shouts, but he also accepts defeat in front of the girl and quietly walks down the narrow lane. While flying, it goes straight inside Queenly's body, after which the younger Queenly, oh sorry, he has grown up now, meaning his hair has grown longer, relaxes a bit and starts flying back towards Zian and says, "Young master, please forgive me." And while saying this, the Queenly falls unconscious and starts falling down, but then Jian immediately comes flying and catches her and brings her down in very slow motion and lands and says to her, "Queenly, are you okay?" Hearing this, the Queenly, she shakes her head no, but a girl's no. There Zian gets serious and holds Quangli's hand and says that there is only one step left to remove the poison that was inside your body. If I remove that, after that, you can remove the poison left in your body yourself. But as I am able to check in your body for now, it has disappeared, nothing is left. Quangli thanks for a while and says, maybe it seems that 900 python helped me in absorbing that poison. Hearing this, Zian gets shocked and says, what type of snake was this? The patient's Quangli tells that it was the soul of ancient servant snake which is still inside my body. Hearing this, Zian gets shocked and says, I have heard about ancient servants that they used to be very dangerous in ancient times. They had so much power that they could destroy the whole world, but they have been wiped out a long time ago. From this entire distance good, and also according to what is written about them in the ancient book, they did not have 9 heads at all. As after hearing this, Quangli says that I feel it has evolved inside 9 heads, and I will talk about that only when I found it. Then I had accidentally entered inside the ancient cave where I saw skeleton. Then I opened my eyes. When I opened my eyes, this soul got merged there, and then it said that we have to stay with you. Then I said okay, stay, because in my eyes I don't have enough power to control magical beasts with such bloodlines, even if they are from snake traps, and there are only 2 with such bloodlines. One of which is ancient servant, and the other is heavy souling python, even the one who thinks himself to be the father of all. The bloodline of the 900 pythons at present is of 3rd quality. All of them are his gift, and when Zian hears about heavy souling python, He immediately remembers my setting and says that even Quangli had evolved inside Heavy Souling Python, and then Xian comes out of the dream of my setting and then says to Quangli that for now, the one who attacked me was an ancient snake. Can he harm you or something? Hearing this, Quangli greets Xian and says, young master, forgive me, I scared you, and as far as that is concerned, it will not harm me. He does not cause any harm, it is complete brotherhood on top. I am not able to control him for now, but now you don't worry at all, I will not let him go out. Hearing this, Xian says okay, but keep one thing in mind. If he does anything wrong, I will grab his butt and hit him, and yes, for now the poison has come out of your body, so go and take rest. Hearing this, Quinley notes us, and then Xian and Quinley leave from there, and then the scene cuts and Honging comes inside the main hall of the stun where a lot of energy was coming out because the legend was cultivating for now and was protecting them. Fengjuj, but then Jian comes inside the same hall whom Fengjin recognizes and says that child, you have come. Hearing this, Jian immediately runs to him and greets him and says thank you for protecting the master. Just like his Fengjin says thank you to us, and then both of them see Master Yellow who is absorbing the energy of Soul Baby Wood. Just now Jian senses the soul energy of the master and says that this is very effective for now. I can feel that the soul energy of the master has increased a lot. Just like his Fengjin says that but for now it will take some time to recover completely. Just like his Jian says that now it is not controlled. I have waited for this for many years. Hearing this, Fengjin says that your teacher and I are very good friends. That is why if you have any other work then you can go and do it. I am standing here. Hearing this, Jian says that now it is not controlled. Jian greets Wagzhou and says that Fengjunji, if that is the case then, I would like to trouble you a little more because at this time I also want to take advantage because for now there is a chance and the end is also far away. That is why I want to practice the technique that I have brought from the ancient. Hearing this, Fengjin understands and says that it is her technique. Hearing this, Frank starts laughing as soon as Jian says yes. And says that he is really clumsy. One after the other great men came to take her, but you came here. Hearing this, Jian also becomes happy and says that it was just by luck that I got her, and then with this the scene gets cut and Jian comes inside a big hall and Jian takes out those 3 bones with his space sting which have the Chia class technique inside them and then tries to take out his spiritual strength and put it inside them, but it does not work. Seeing this, Jian understands it will not work here, there is a lock on it. Due to this, Jian takes out his heavenly film and those bones start burning because Jian knew that when Gi does not come out with a straight finger, then the finger has to be bent to extinguish it, and this process continues for some time, after which the bones get converted into a golden liquid due to burning. Seeing which, Jian gets very surprised, and then he keeps his heavenly film inside, and now the liquid is in front of him from which a very powerful aura is coming out. Then Jian looks at it and says that this is what it looks like after breaking the seal, and then he raises his courage and then extends one of his hands towards that liquid, as if he is about to touch it. He gets scared again, but then he remembers that I am the hero of Danhua. I cannot be afraid of this thing, and extends his hand and touches that liquid, from which the liquid enters his hand, and then the hero becomes Zero, who was breathless due to pain. And on the other hand, Jian's 100,000 kilograms hand had now become golden in color just like gold, but then the golden liquid goes inside Jian's veins, due to which it starts spreading very fast inside Jian's body, and in the meantime, Jian's condition starts getting worse because he is having a severe pain in his head, and he feels that his head will burst. Due to this, he started making obscene sounds, and here the golden liquid keeps spreading and reaches Jian's head, and Jian reaches a different dimension, and then after that Jian makes his real sound, and with this sound the pain that Jian is feeling stops, after which Jian he opens his eyes and looks around. He is stunned to see everything and says, "Where did you go, man?" But then after a while he uses his knowledge and says, "Oh my god, it seems this is the memory world of Dao sculpture." And while Jian is looking here and there, he sees a golden light from where a lot of energy is coming out. Seeing this, Jian thinks for a while, and then starts going towards it, and Jian moves a little ahead. Then suddenly the golden light becomes very bright. Due to this, Jian stops seeing ahead, but then Jian looks with a little crooked eyes where he sees a figure. When he looks a little carefully, he comes to know that this is the same Daoshan level skeleton. Due to this, our hero immediately comes to his senses and greets him and says, "Senor, forgive me, I have entered here by mistake." But the person in front is on autopilot and says, "This technique is the creation of my entire life, where to make it I fused 100 Do skills together, and that is why this palm has so much power that if you use it, it can destroy even the sky. But the sad thing is that I have no grandchildren to whom I can pass it as inheritance. That is why now you are its owner, and I am happy that you are getting it. That is why whenever you use it, you remember me." And with this he starts performing a dowsing level war, due to which a lot of energy starts getting collected there. And seeing all this, Jian is also surprised and worried, but then the energy collected in the hand of the dowsing level skeleton hits Jian directly. Due to which our downva hero goes a few steps back, and he is also feeling a lot of pain for now because data transfer happens like this only me and because Queen Medusa has also done the same. It hurts when you transfer the data and when the data is completely completed. Then suddenly the douching level warrior gets excited and says this. It is called Great Creation Palm, which is so powerful that it can destroy the entire mountain range, and he was also giving a glimpse of this thing to Jian along with it where Jian's condition was getting worse. Jian must be thinking in his mind that he is teaching him that he is hitting, and as soon as the technique is completed, he hits him on the ground, due to which very big fountains of fire start coming out from inside the ground, but then a black hole comes in between them and blasts, due to which energy spreads all around, and when Jian opens his eyes and looks in front, the space bursts were not for but 69. Seeing which Jian's mouth is wide open, but then the douching level skeleton says, I have done it, I have given you my creation. That's why you should remember my name. My name is Saint Zhao. Hearing this, Jian becomes close and greets and says that you don't worry at all. I will make it so famous, and this technique will be known in this center plane. Don't worry and I will always remember you. Saint Zhao happened, and with this, that douching level body disappears from there, and then after that Jian's real body also opens its eyes, and now Klein was very happy and says that I have seen its real power. Really, this attack is very dangerous. That's why I will definitely learn it. After which, old goss, next time whenever I meet you, I will use it and this thing will take your life. But then Jian feels the popular soul energy of the master. Jian immediately disappears from there, and then the scene comes to the main hall where all the people are standing and waiting for Master Yala to get up. Then who legendary Yala opens his eyes with his full soul energy, but then Jian Komi's running there and says, Master, how are you feeling for now? Hearing this, the master also stands up happily and then immediately comes to his disciple from the leader position and says that my soul energy for now is completely complete. Hearing this, Jian becomes happy and says, come on master, then I will refine the body for you. Hearing this, the master starts stroking his beard and says, child, it is not that easy, a lot of medical instruments are needed, and before he could say anything further, Jian brings all the instruments in front of him and says, tell me master, what do you want? The master opens one of the bottles and seeing which he is surprised and says, ancient finish essence blood, and then he composes himself and then opens the other box. Seeing which the master's eyes almost pop out and he says, body fusion pill. Tirate has 5-color lightning and then closes the box and says to Jian, son, you have given a big surprise to your teacher today. Then Laughing Fengs comes forward and showing a Spinston says, I have it. He was a very old enemy. One day I lost my mind and I beat him up, but I thought that it would not be right to throw his body like this. Someone else will pick it up and use it. That is why I kept it inside my spin stone. Hearing this, our dizzy Daru starts laughing and says, what a thing. What a thing, Frangs. You have done a very good job, holding it there itself. Jane keeps it and thanks Frangzo for that, and then takes out one hand from his spinning, and says, I also have a dashing level boy's hand. Hearing this, Frang immediately goes to that and says that dashing level brother, ouch. With the help of this I feel that your power will increase a lot. Even you will go beyond your peak power, due to which there is a big smile on the face of his master. Then Frangzo says, now what should we wait for? Let's start, and for that we go. The stone tower was very quiet there, as if it would not have heard us, and all the ingredients were in their space. He keeps them inside and brings his entire platoon to the stone tower, where he was telling all the people that body refining and body fusion takes a long time. That's why I would like to trouble all of you a little bit, because in the meantime you people have to protect us at any cost. Hearing this, everyone agrees and the master thanks everyone for helping him. Hearing this, the little free doctor says, Master, what did you say? I am your daughter-in-law. Oh, sorry. She says, there is nothing to worrying about, it's a family matter. Fangs also tells Yan, don't worry at all for now, I will call all the people of Falling Star Print who are outside. I will put everyone on alert position. If you see any Taki, blow them up. Hearing this, Jian becomes very confident and then says to the master, Master, let's start. Hearing this, the master lets us start. The rest of the people leave the hall. They leave and the Jian here takes out the pill from his spacing and tells the master that, Master, I am refining the body for now. As soon as the time comes to combine the soul and the body, then eat this pill. Hearing this, the master notifies us, and then Jian takes out the finished type SS blood from his spacing, of which he had 3 drops for now, but these 3 drops were very strong. Due to this, the Jian puts those 3 drops on the skeleton, due to which a shield of the fan type essence blade is formed on the skeleton, which is red, and then Jian picks it up with his 2 fingers and starts refining it with his heavenly frame. At this time, Jian has to keep very good control over his heavenly frame, because if he makes even a slight mistake, then he will have to suffer the consequences. And then after that, the master looks at Jian very lovingly, who is with full focus for now. He was busy refining his body, due to which he becomes a little sentimental and says in his mind, little child, you have grown up a lot in these few years. It seems that because of me you have traveled a lot. At the same time, Jian also realizes that the master is looking at him, due to which he also turns back and looks at the master. Seeing this, a very sweet smile comes on his face and again starts focusing on refining, where after refining for some time, The body gets refined and the layer formed on it also starts getting removed slowly, and then within a few moments the layer on the body gets completely removed. See this. Jian does not delay for a moment and takes out the same skeleton hand from his space ring which he got in the fight of Ancient Rains and immediately throws it on the master's body where there is a big cluster of heavenly plum. Because of this, the hand of the douching level gets completely refined within a few moments, and when this Jian sees, he immediately starts changing his hand sign. Because of this, the energy of that douching level hand starts going inside the body, and as soon as it enters, some lines start appearing on the body and something also starts getting written on it, and this was happening with the whole body, whether it is the hand or the leg. But after some time the golden lights disappear, and with this the body of legendary yellow gets completely refined, and because of this the Jian says to the master that master, now it is time. Hearing this, the legendary master also notifies us, and then he looks at the pill given by Jian once and eats it, and then from there he comes flying in front of the skeleton, and then he is looking at the skeleton, and then he turns his body, and his body. They start going inside, and then the master gets an old flashback where Hang Feng tried to kill the master and the master considered him as his own child, but that child killed his father like master for the sake of a Dao skill. And then he comes out of that painful place, and then comes to a beautiful moment where his pervert disciple is saying to him that I, Jian, from today onwards, consider you as my teacher, and I expect from my pervert teacher that he will give me such a Dao skill that will help me recover my energy. And from here begins the journey of Jian and master, where master made Jian so strong by heating him on fire, and there Jian had promised master after a 3-year agreement that he will refine his body for him. Then why should the world turn upside down? After thinking all this, the great legendary Yulik says in his mind, child, thank you for making me your teacher, because I am very lucky that you are my disabled son. And I am known as your teacher, and because of this, I don't regret even 1% in my life. And saying this, the body of the master gets connected to the soul, due to which a very big blast of energy takes place there, and the energy starts moving up and down. Due to this, Yan tries to control it with his heavenly love, and the master Yalu is in severe pain right now. Seeing all this, Jian also becomes very sad and says that master, just a little. After a while, the pain that Master Yachin is going through increases a lot because the very powerful evil flame is burning his soul, due to which he is screaming in pain. Seeing this, his lustful disciple gets very scared of his master and reduces the flow of evil flame, but then the master says to Jian that you don't worry at all. I have suffered a lot more pain than this when I took the bone-chilling flame, that's why you don't worry at all. Jian, listen to this. What happens is that he increases the flow of his energy film, due to which the flame starts entering the soul body of the master, and the pain starts increasing again. But the master was not an ordinary laser, and hence he continues to bear the pain, and this process of soul and body fusion continues. Where Jian also gets very sad after seeing the condition of his master, and tears come to his eyes, but the master does not stop, but now the reward for his pain is slowly fading away. The scene starts coming where the soul of the master starts merging with the body. Then there is a blast of energy, due to which Jian moves a few steps back from there but immediately regains his composure and looks ahead where the soul of the master has merged with the body. Seeing this, Jian becomes very happy and says that finally it is complete, and then with this the scene gets cut, but we are shown a dark dense forest, and in the middle of it there is a scary hall. Then some souls come out from inside it, and they kill everyone. All the black souls are of the whole of souls, most of which are on the horizon, but then suddenly a lot of dark energy starts gathering in front of them. Then everyone greets him and says welcome to the 9 judges. At the same time, due to that energy, a warrior appears in front of them and he speaks. That is, warriors of all 5 branches, you know now why you have been called here. On hearing this, all the warriors in front of him start shouting slogans loudly and say, yes, we know that we have to erase all traces of falling Stoppin and catch Ouchin and Jian and bring them here. Hearing this, she smiles a little and says that you said it absolutely right, and after saying this, all her energy goes into the sky, and with this I also leave from here because the episode ends here. And for now, if you like this video then please like the video and also subscribe to the channel, and if you want to support the channel then you can also take membership of the channel, which will get to see some videos soon. For now, that's all in this video. I will meet you in the next video. Bye bye.